Hey guys, how's it going? It is just past 6 o'clock. It says 6:01 actually. And I'm in Selkirk again. So hopefully this time I'm not going to shock myself. So, as I said before, this is by far, um, I think, the most beautiful route. I mean, you take a look at that. That's just amazing. So, um, let's see what we're at here. Okay, good. Just want to make sure we got all the routes combined because I did an extra board. I just wanted to make sure. So, what we're gonna do tonight, or at least what I'm gonna start doing, is I'm gonna go through some industry setup. If some of this is gonna take me a while to remember or exactly how to do it or whatever, but yeah, Control I think that's yeah, that's how we do. Okay, so we're good. So that saves your industry configuration. So left Control and I. Um, and of course, if you look at the, well, there is a lot of stuff here, but I'm not too sure what they are. So I'm just not sure. So that's interesting. I didn't realize that there was some stuff that was already in there. Auto rack yard. Hmm. Okay. I'm not sure what that is. That's interesting. So it actually has the industry for the auto rack yard, but I'm not too sure what else is in there. I don't think I put it in there. No, this is must have been what was included. Although warning, industry configuration not save invalid industry configuration. Oh, okay. So you might have to go in and warning. That's interesting because that's not been saved. You have to import. Let's see, edit tracks. It doesn't really have anything for that. Let me just delete that industry because there's really nothing there. All right. I'll delete that industry as well. Okay. So Colt Recycling. So I gotta delete that as well. I'll transport to it. See, unfortunately, once it goes grayed out, so something's weird with that. I don't understand what's going on there, so I just gotta delete the industry, even though. So what I'm doing, yeah, there must be the only explanation I have for that. I'm surprised I'm finding some more weird stuff on this. The only explanation that I have with that is that the industry was put in, or it was beta and then it never really got touched. So I'm going through and I'm deleting those industries, even though it tells you what they are. I may start them. Like, I'd rather not. If I can go ahead and go with whatever they've got. I'm not even sure what PRV is. Like, there's so many different tags that I'm not sure what they're supposed to be. So it might be easier just to go through. Is that the upper Hudson, whatever that is? Okay. As far as I know, passenger cars don't do anything in the as far as signing anything for. I'll just double check that, but that's interesting. I never knew you could have commas in there. I don't even know if that works. Okay. So there's a, I don't know, maybe I'll just keep that in and take a look at it and see what happens, but industry tag, so different, I don't understand that, to be quite honest. So we look at that. Where's the industry? Okay, so that is that. I'm trying to figure out what that's doing. 6 capacity. It takes passenger cars for 235. Okay. Well, let me just delete that. I'm just going to delete that because I don't know what that is. So, Colt Recycling. Hello. Why isn't it letting me move around? There we go. That's cool, huh? So I might hold off with those at least, because that looks fine. I'm not too sure about that. Probably isn't supposed to be there unless I put it there by accident. Gelderman Cement. There's definitely a couple industries that are already in play here. So local freight Q633, huh? Trying to find the logic and what that is. So it's going to be tagged Q633? Whoa. Okay. Well, maybe I'll play around with that. Process card blocks. All right. So I'll save that as is, and the rest of it, well, we'll figure it out. But gonna look at pretty much everything from scratch to see what. I don't know. I'm tempted to delete it all and just start from scratch. I know there's. How many industries we got here? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 9. What's Upper Hudson? Grain train. Woo! That's it. That's kind of funky. Do I dare hit F10? I don't remember seeing that before. Okay. So, I've been around all this route. Where in the world? Okay, so we're at the Hudson. Alright. Oh, okay, I know where this is. That's that part of the street running or something. I think. That's pretty cool. There's a silo on one of the tracks, but that's okay. So there's a little bit of street running there, and then interesting. It's right on the edge of the territory. Okay. I don't recall seeing it, but then again, I probably only ran the main line, so I thought I was looking at all the various industries before, but that's kind of cool. So we are... I think I've ran through here, so that's going through, let me see. Oh, wrong one. The Hudson line. 115 speed, yeah, I remember flying along there in the Amtrak, but I never stopped at the industries. Okay, so a few things that you want to look at here, and this is going to be what I'm looking at. We know first of all off the top that there are issues with the route. Well aware of that. I think I got caught up over here. That's kind of cool that there's I didn't realize that there was stuff on the Hudson line, so I thought it was just all passenger. I had no idea, so that's kind of cool. Maybe I didn't take a look at the maps well enough or whatever, so perhaps I'll take a quick look over there and just see in my documents what we have. So basically, well, no, let me just focus in on this for a moment. Basically, what we're going to do is I'm going to set up the industries the way I want them to be set up. There's about, I don't know, there's 6 or 8, which is fine. If we end up going across it again, then what I'll do is I'll do my research. I'm going to go top to bottom from I don't know where. I may start in Mohawk and work my way down and go from there, see how many industries we got to deal with, get them all into the system. So once they're into the system, okay, assuming that there's no track database updates or anything like that, I would take it that the industry file should be fine. I just fixed it there to get rid of those blank ones, because I think what was happening is there must have been some type of pre-beta thing going on there or beta testing or whatever, where that actually got through before, and then the checking was put in place, because that probably would have caused a crash or something. So it must have been missed. Like I said, there's probably wasn't that much operations done on Selkirk or testing for the operations side. I don't know, but I'm just assuming. So we know that there's issues with the signals. We know that there's issues as far as spawn points. Mikey's been already basically posted that the fix is coming. He's been working on it. I'm not sure when it's coming, but it's got to be pretty soon. And I'm not really too worried at that point, because it's going to take me a while to get it developed anyways. I don't know where I'm going from here, but the whole point of tonight is to just do what we can to get it going. Not worry about the spawns, not get worried, caught up in all that stuff. There's plenty of things that you can do to get things going. Then from there, once that's in place, I don't know how long I'm going to do this tonight. So you're going to see some stuff, and then it's going to be repetitive. And you're going to see me do this for several industries. If you're watching this on YouTube, you might get bored and head out or do something else, or just wait for it on YouTube to pop up. So today's, what was it, February 1st today. It'll be on YouTube. So I don't want to go through all this, but I am going to show you right off the top as far as techniques, where you start, what you look at doing. I personally figure the best thing to do is to try to go for current day. There's a few resources out there that can get you started. One of the first ones I would look at, of course, is the Run8 depot maps. I believe I have them, the latest one. I'm not 100% sure. I should have it. Where the heck is it now? I should know where my stuff is. I've been there enough times. Just go into documents. What in the world? Is it in pictures? Oh, it's in maybe it's in pictures. I don't know where the hell I put it. Oh, here we go. It is pictures. Okay. I'm surprised I have them in pictures, but anyways. So there's Mohawk. I got Mohawk. Does Selkirk include the others? I imagine it does, but let me just take a look and see. So there's the auto rack yard. Port sub. This is an older map. I just realized that. January 8, 2016. So I haven't been into this map. I haven't been into the new map. I'm surprised. It says January 8, 2016. I don't see anything but other than the I'm just looking here. I don't see all the other stuff, basically. Hump yard, port, river line, and then it stops, right? So no, that's not it. I'll take a look at Mohawk. I might have to update them, and it's easy to do. I'm surprised I haven't gone that far yet. I think I was working with the spawn. I was going to work with the spawns first. Finger Lake Shards. So this is Mohawk, which January 20th, 2016. I'm not too sure if that's been updated or not. So, anyways, what couple things you can do. All you do is just go over Run8 Depot site. And we go into train symbols is another one we can take a look at later on. External dispatch or Run8 update. On the file. Oh, the maps. Duh. So let's see what we got from Mohawk. So it was changed June 28, 2016. Let's see, some industries are specific to depot operations, which we may or may not use. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think they're running. Well, I don't think they're running right now. So did I download it? Okay. So let me just take a look at what they've got going on. And we may, like I said, we may or may not use certain industries as well, so that's something that we're going to take a look at. And like I said, I'm going to probably go into a current era. So for Mohawk Sub, what we're looking at industries there. There's a team track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 industries on Mohawk alone. We'll save that. And I'm gonna... Ah, crap. I didn't want to do that. Well, it says Mohawk 1, that's fine. Whatever. I'll just delete the old one and rename it, but that's okay. Actually, just let me... who cares? I'll keep the old one just for curiosity's sake, I guess. And then Selkirk, which was changed December 4th, 2016. So we got the change off with ND and C. Let's see how many industries we're looking at here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 13, 14. So there's a lot of other stuff that's there that don't have symbols. Again, this is probably based on Run8 Depot's own operation or whatever they're doing. We used to have different maps going on. It may or may not have to be done. I don't know. It may not be in use. It may just be something that they decided not to run, so they never created a symbol for. I'm not sure. Where's the... I'm just trying to look here at the different... So we have Albany, Hudson, the ADM mill, I guess that is. Interesting. Okay. So we got our work cut out for us, I should say. So I'll save that as 1, just for the sake of doing things. I'll take a look at the train list that they have on here. I have one of my own. It may be the same. I'm not too sure. Downloads. The version 1 train tag reference. Train symbols. Let's take a look. Mohawk, Selkirk. I forget what the one was. What was it, 611 or some crazy thing? Manifest Selkirk to Messina? Well, maybe. Nah, I don't know. I saw something in there. I want to see that again. Geo 51. I'm not even sure if they have that. Q633. I don't know what that is, or because they got Y, they got all kinds of stuff. G, Q. That's okay. I'm not going to worry on specifics. There was a G, Q6. Damn, I forgot the number already. Let me see this one more time. So that's GO51, Q633. Q633 is a manifest from... Okay. That's interesting. So I guess 633 is like a local or something? I guess. It's a turn of some sort. Interesting. So, I don't know. So there was a grain train in there that we saw. I don't see it listed. I don't think I want that. No, that's RTS data. I don't want that. I did have a list. I'm not sure if I still have the US. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I do have... well, that changes everything. Selkirk NC Dispatcher 2014. Okay. Well, let's just take a look here and see what's going on there. Again, I use different. That's the California one. This thing is odd. Atlantic Coastline, Lackawanna, BNSF. Oh, let me go back here. I don't see it. So that's good. I actually do have an update for that then. All right. This accurate representation of the NC Dispatcher Selkirk desk water level between Selkirk Yard and Oneida. Approximately 50 trains on a daily basis. Commodities, which include manifest freight, high priority intermodal, finished automobiles, multiple types of unit trains, and newest cargo creating big bucks for CSX during this time is crude oil, which are the K trains. Both tracks on this double track main line as bidirectional real-life operations tend to lean more towards right-hand running during the day and vice versa. At night? Oh, okay. Amtrak, domestic intermodals, other intermodals than most other Q trains. Lastly, unit trains. NF Dispatcher tends to leave towards running left-handed, but will run right-handed if need to. Alright. Rome, Utica, Amsterdam along NC's desk trains can stop on either track at any station. However, at Amsterdam, if you wish to have a train stop on track 2 furthest from the platform, passengers will have to cross one track, blah blah blah. During 2014 there has been quite the amount of track work going on the line. Slow orders are in place around Fonda, Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and your occasion see blah blah blah. Okay, cool. The template I have used for the track layouts and train types have come from a previous territory which was a representation of Selkirk, New York to Buffalo. I have searched for the file on Dispatch Central to find the creator but had not found it as of. I would like to reach out to the creator and say if it weren't for them this blah blah blah. Okay. Patrick Lynch. Alright, so it says it's an accurate representation, so let's see what we got here. I'm not worried about that just yet because I want to get into actually building the going through the Run8 version 2 stuff. But it's good to have it at least as a background, then you know, okay, well, this is what you got. I think that's where I want it. There we go. So now when I load up my TD2, so that's going to give you only NC dispatcher desk Selkirk. Okay. So it gives you a little bit more. So sorting by train IDs. So we've got locals. Do we have work schedules? Oh yeah. Well, it's good to know. As far as what trains, so that goes all the way up to just past 257. And it's using 2014. It's important we know as far as what data set we're going to use. Being that that's 2014, now I'm curious. I'm curious as far as where we go from here. Let me, and this is all part of the research that you want to do. Whatever sources you have, you use them. Actually, I got a source coming up now that I think about it that Ski's got some information on, and he knows somebody who works for CSX on that line, that particular line. So I may go current, I'm not sure, but at least then I can have a basically all right. Well, that's great. Thanks, Yahoo, you idiots. You gotta love Yahoo. Hey, is this your phone number? Idiots. What a bunch of idiots. It's like they block out the password, but then they go ahead and do the, yeah, who cares? So now I'm signed in. Stupid Yahoo. I barely use this anymore, but let's see what we got here. Dispatch Central. This is the old TD3 group that I belong to. As you can see, it's, well, it doesn't necessarily mean that's just forum posts. So, files, BNSF. Let me just take a look at Pat Lynch's, since he's already got territories. I'm just going to keep going with him. What was it? Oh, that was created. Okay, that's cool. Oh, he's got the one. NC Dispatcher Selkirk, Spring 2014. How did I find that? BNSF. New York, Pennsylvania territories. Nick Wilson. Buffalo Line. NS Southern Tier. CSX ND Dispatcher. Syracuse to Amster. Missing roadway workers, most locals prior to 6 changing around their Selkirk desks. Okay, I think I'll hold off. That's 2011. I don't want to go back that far. Considering I got something that's more current and I know somebody, or at least through somebody I know somebody who works the line. So I got, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Like I said, BNSF, NS, CSX filled up. Baltimore, Old Main Line sub, Metro years, no. BNSF, so we've been through Nick, Pat, Memphis, high quality, prototypical U.S. East Coast territories. Okay, let's see what he's got. Okay, Kentucky, no, a little too far away. Previous for sale, UP. I don't know what that is. Staple sub. I like how it grays out everything now that I'm going through Frisco that day. Again, that won't be too long. Passwords for same. Rogers, Indiana, Ohio. Really infectious? Oh, French, okay. Oh my God, stop doing that. Track files. Let me just take a look. KOs, that's what I wanted to do. Spins, Ohio territories. Wow. A lot of BNSF and stuff. Okay. Oops. Allen spins. Southern Illinois. I don't think he's going to have... No. Okay. UP. Da. Shoot, I gotta put my stuff into the dryer. There's my territory. CPR, Mac Tier, Perry Sound. Am I missing anything? I don't see any else. We do search files. I'm going to look for Albany just to see if I can search groups. Conrail, Albany, Selkirk. Isn't that cool? Wow. USA, Conrail, Albany, Selkirk, Belle Isle. 1976. Man, I was 4 years old then. That's kind of cool. Amsterdam. Oh, that's where it comes up. From Selkirk Yard. Oh, isn't that cool? Isn't that sweet? No, I don't want to go back that far. Okay. Yeah, I'll exit that for now. Okay, I'll exit that for now. So, let's forget about the trains for now. As far as that, we'll get to that later. I'll close that for now. Dang, I gotta put my laundry in the wash. I gotta change the laundry. Get the stuff out of the wash and into the dryer. So, be right back. Just in case you're coming there, and then, what was it? 6:45, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to start going into Google Earth and start researching some of these industries and start putting them in. So, hopefully by 7 I'll get them in. And I'll be back. Okay, so we got 6:48. A little early, but I figure I'll get the snack. That way I don't have to leave you guys again. Not to say I've been doing too much so far. A lot of this research takes, you know, before you want to start something, you want to get everything. All right, don't save that. You want to make sure you have all the information that you want to go by. However you do it, you can do anything you want, really. It's just that simple. So we'll go with Google Earth. I don't care about whatever that is. And if any of you guys wondered whereabouts I am on this planet, come on, baby. Come on. I won't show you my house, but I'll show you where I live. There's St. Catharines right there. Jeez, it's Murphy. What is with this thing? What is that? No. It wouldn't zoom in. There we go. All right. So, yeah, you got St. Catharines here. And my short little commute of maybe 20 minutes to work in Niagara Falls, where I lived most of my life, actually. And this is the U.S. border. Niagara Falls is right here. The American Falls, Canadian Falls. I'm not even going to show you all that, but I basically work in here, go across here every day, come down basically on this other side of the river, come all the way down here. So I go all the way up here. I don't know all the way up there, but I work somewhere in here, drive all the way up here to cross, because this is the only commercial Queenston-Lewiston bridge, come all the way down here along the river, which is really scenic. Actually, it's kind of scenic from the U.S. side. You get to see a little bit more here. Canadian side, you really get to see a lot in the upper river, but I find the U.S. side's a little bit more scenic, just because you get a really good view along the Robert Moses down here. There's Niagara Falls. So, and Ski, he's just over here. I don't know where the hell he is in here. He told me the one time, I can't remember. Somewhere around Buffalo. That's where we hang out. We either hang out at Fort Erie or Buffalo. If he wants to be bored, he comes to Fort Erie. If we want to see trains, we go to Buffalo. But actually, that was the first time I've been to Buffalo in a long time, so I think we'll be going to Buffalo more often. What the hell? What is that thing doing? Thank you. Okay. So we're not too far from actually the Chicago line is the CSX line that heads into this, and there's Syracuse. So we're not too far away. So this is kind of a very close route to us, mind you. He knows quite a bit more about it than I do. I just happen to. Hell, I've been to Syracuse maybe once or twice, I think. Drive along here once. I came back through New York once. I've been on the Canadian, so I guess I've been through three or four times. I've been on the Canadian Maple, or not the Canadian. What the hell am I talking about? The Maple Leaf. Canadian goes out west of British Columbia. I'm doing that this summer. But the Maple Leaf, which is an Amtrak train that runs from Toronto, which is over the other side of the lake, goes all the way down here, and it runs through the Selkirk route. So we've got. Yes, baby, we want to do that. Okay. So somewhere I gotta find the line. I haven't done this. See how much I know about that. So where's the interstate? It don't matter. What is that thing? Okay, it is the I-90. Oh, I think I see it. I think I see the line anyways. Yeah. Come on. Stupid thing. All right. Wow, I didn't think it was that close to the 90. Oh yeah, okay. Come on! Damn mouse wheel. What they call that? The something trail? Must be an old railway line. Canal Way. Oh, it's a canal. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I see Erie Canal or whatever the hell it is down there. So before I get too far, so Warner's, let me go into the sim for a minute, and we'll put ourselves down that end. Blah blah blah. I always get it always looks backwards to me. It's like it's down here where I'm thinking it should be up here. It goes that way, this way, that way, that way, instead of the opposite. It always throws me at first because I'm looking up here as I'm thinking of everything else is up down. This is kind of down left to right, but down up. Okay. So let me start off over here and take a look around and see if I can get my bearings. 255, okay. So we got double track coming into town. I believe that's the canal. Well, first of all, we want to double check and make sure there's no industry that way, which there isn't. Because all we're doing is we're researching the industries. So it goes into 3 tracks. Again, I'm not 100% sure if everything's current era, Conrail era, or what. Then it goes into 4. And we start getting close into Syracuse, to our first industry before the lake. Alright, so there's your cue right there. Before the lake? Looks like it goes around the lake. Alright, well, we'll see. Assume I'm on the right line. Looks like that's where the third track may or may not have started. I don't know. Oh, there's the speedway. Okay, I know where that is. Hold on. Okay. The speedway is right there. See, there's your stock car race, huh? You ever wondered what the hell that was? That's pretty cool, huh? I saw it the one time. I was like, what the hell is that? Oh, I think it's Syracuse Speedway. Okay. So east of the speedway, we got one bridge. And take a look at the map again. Don't I already have this loaded? I guess I don't. So we want to go to Mohawk 1. Stubble bean chemicals. We'll see about that. Can I get rid of this thing? I think I can, but well. Yes, I knew I could. Well, since there's no name, I guess that's what we're going with. Of course, all it takes sometimes is just to zoom out. Sometimes you'll get the name. That's the raceway. What the hell's that? There's something before it. Okay. Interesting. Looks like an engine. So when you view the history, historical imagery, and then you go back, yeah, it doesn't really tell you much. That's why I like to. That's why I want to get as current as possible if I can. Okay, so Route 297, right after the Speedway. Doesn't really show it. So I assume that's 297. And then there is a bunch of whole whack of tracks and other stuff. Oh crap. Well, we'll see how that goes. We'll start here. So after the bridge, before the whole crap of track, there is a yard that looks very busy. I think I see the quote-unquote chemical line, if what you call it. I don't even see it, to be honest. Okay, is that it? I see old signals, I see all kinds of interesting stuff going on, but I don't know if I see that. I think that's it right there. But I think it has been abandoned for probably some time. It's past the bridge. Just before the yard. And there's a signal bridge. Actually, it's when it goes back to 3 tracks apparently. All right. Yeah, let's see how that works out. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's see what we got. Go back to historical imagery again. Make sure we got the most current. And see what we got. I think it's that building right on the left. Oh, there was something there. That's a train and then something. So we're into 2011 now. If I was to guess, I would say we were on the 4th track, so that really doesn't count for much other than a layoff track. I'm not going for it. Just based on that, there's no sense. I mean, that yard is really busy. And when you go back as far as 2008, you can see all kinds of stuff going on there. But you really have a hard time convincing me that that's active or doing anything. So this is where the research pays off. That's an industry that somewhere else they might be using and they have a code set up and the whole thing, but in reality it's probably not used. So it's just there. It's an old track. Maybe in the Conrail era it was used, but it's not. So I ain't worried about it. And yeah, there was like 2 buildings or something like that in the scenery, so everything looked pretty cool. So now I'm kind of curious about the yard here. This yard is very busy. As Ski was telling me, I don't know if we have enough support track for it. If it's supposed to lead into something else or it's supposed to be part of something else. So you got about 1,190 feet to potentially spawn something. So if you're using this as an operation, and this is the Finger Lakes Railroad, I guess. You got an NYSW yard. There's the so they call that the Bell Island Pocket Yard. That's interesting. So something, I don't know. Run around track, who knows? A transfer or something, I don't know. But let's go with this one. I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, that's the New York State Fairgrounds is what that is with the raceway and everything. The Fairgrounds subdivision. Okay. So we got 4,150 feet. That could potentially spawn something. Seven Sins Environmental Services. Okay, we'll see. So we keep going. A nice little area to spawn there. 4,000 feet's not bad. So what do we got in the real world at Seven Sins? We have got, there's a subdivision. How far does that go? Oh boy. This cart? Mm-hmm. Always like to see where something goes. Oh, okay, that follows. I'm not going to follow that too much. But that's, ooh. All right. Looks like cement hoppers to me. Looking like it. Looking like it is. 2 tracks they're showing, which is fine. Disappears off into the road, into the underpass, which it does here. Now it only shows 1 track here, which is fine. Probably plenty. So now, what do they call that again? Environmental Services. Interesting name. So, what you want to do here, a lot of things you can do. You go back historically just to see. So that's a busy time right there, right? So 6, 7, 8. There's about 16 cars there. What I tend to do as a rule of thumb, I know it says capacity when you're doing an industry or you're setting up an industry. Now, we've already ran into what I would call random number issues. I've talked about this on quite a few videos. So, sorry, I gotta feed myself eventually. But, the law of averages, or to give yourself a little bit of room. Number one, you can certainly be over capacity. That's not an issue. That's what yards are for, holding back trains if necessary, but not, whatever you have to do. or holding back switching, I should say. But ideally, what you're looking at there, I easily see 16 cars. I'd call 8. And I look at the capacity. I mean, there's as low as 5, which is fine. That's a low day. 8 looks pretty good. I mean, there's 2 tracks there, so I'm thinking it's a good candidate for 8. Then you take this guy right here. Go put him on the bridge. Yeah. It's actually Honeywell. There you go. I'm not 100% convinced. Well, maybe not. At least that one's Honeywell. Crap. So this is Honeywell. And again, they might be making up names or whatever. So now what you do, you got that set up. So you go into here. Talking about a lake cleanup. Onondaga Lake, I assume that's what that is. So what do they call this thing? Stevenson Environmental? I'm just curious. Yeah. Interesting. State Fair Boulevard. So that's what that says. Oops. Let's go with what this is showing. Well, I don't know what the Honeywell part is. Or why that says that, but... I don't know what to make of it other than to go with what they say, because there is a Stevenson Environmental there. Little turny thing, and it just points it to that. What is it? What the road do they call it for? Oh, State Fair Boulevard. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. 'Cause that's State Fair Boulevard. Let's try this one. Honeywell, Syracuse. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. I'll go with the other. Maybe it was at one time. I don't know. Anyways, that's enough research I want to do for that. I'll just take one more look. I'm gonna go back into the street view for a minute. Make sure we know what we're dealing with as far as car types. It looks pretty straightforward, I think. They look all like cement hoppers to me. Little shorties. I don't think it's storage or anything. That wouldn't make any sense. Ugh. There we go. I'm trying to best determine whether or not it's a loader or unloader, but that's kind of interesting, you know. I don't see anything that would suggest well, I should say that. Ah, crap, I don't want to do that. Get rid of there. Sometimes I'm not so certain about different commodities, and I see the silo here, but I don't see I see something else, and I'm not 100% sure. To me, your classic cement or type thing, I think they take it. That's just my guess because I don't see a stockpile. I don't see a mine. It's not like California where you see something. This looks like they take it. I can't believe they'd come in. So it comes in on train, goes out on trucks perhaps, but to me they look like they take it. So I'm gonna go with that. And the beautiful thing is, if I'm wrong, somebody can tell me. And first of all, I'm not in the chat. If you guys are chatting with me, I'm not there. I don't see you. I don't see your chat, so I don't know if you're there, if you're not, if you're actually hanging around this long. So we don't want to have the curve as part of it. So now we finally got, it's like 7:19 Eastern, and we're finally getting to our first industry. So once again, the industry on the maps, and I'm going to use that. Is Stevenson Environmental Services. I'm going to go with it. I don't know the trains that are going to use it yet, which is okay. We can get to that later. As far as I know, I'll double check that. But Stevenson Environmental Services. And it's going to be everything from the curve on. So you get a new industry, and the name is going to be Stevenson Environmental Services. Industry tag is SEV. I think it's SEV. Do I want to process it in blocks? Sure. Process in blocks just means that the tags are going to go to various other places. As far as I know, you're not going to get cement from anywhere in the region. I could be wrong. So we're looking at the 2-bay covered hopper. Yeah. So it's going to produce empties. As I said, the capacity, what did I say? It was going to be 8. Let's go with 8. For now, until we figure out what kind of capacities we got, this we're going to change later. Capacity we're not, the hours we will. We'll go into them, we'll start modifying them, we'll start figuring out, you know, how many outbound trains you're looking at, where they go. But for now, just to get this started, we want to go with the 2-bay covered hopper. And where's some places that I can send this off to? Where would the cement come from? I mean, basically you're looking at gravel pits. If that is cement, I'm pretty sure it is, but I'd be damned if I know. So I'll go 2-bay covered hopper. I'm gonna go. I was gonna check out the map for various locations. For the 2-bay covered hopper, right for now, I'm just going to say do I want to send it all in one direction? I could. I don't necessarily want to send it to UP. Probably out via Chicago. I can't think of anything else that is in the area. I mean, there are cement quarries. That's the thing. I don't think it has to go all that way. I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, there's Lafarge. There's stuff. We have quarries all over the place. I'm trying to think if there's a local source. I don't think it would go all the way out from out west, personally, but that's just my guess. I'm going to go out on a limb. I can't think of a railroad that sources it though. So I'm going to go with Chicago for now. If I'm wrong or if we need to change it, that's fine. That's not the point. We just want to get the stuff in. So now we edit the tracks. You click on edit the tracks. And yeah, we've seen them all the way back here. Want to make sure it's all covered. Up to the curve. We don't want to have the curve. You could, but you know, people are going to put it along the industry, or at least they should. And of course, you can't save it yet because it wants a local freight symbol will be about later. I'll just put later. How about that? Add this industry. Okay. So there's your first industry. Took a while, took about an hour and a half, but it's a start. Okay. Edit this industry. Yeah, we're fine there. So I'll leave that in there for now. We'll play around with that in a bit here. Oh, wait a minute. You mean I have to escape out of it? Okay, fine. So that's in. So we know the yard is really busy. What's going on the other side? I'm curious. Imagine if it has to do with the Finger Lakes. What the heck? Finger Lakes Railroad or whatever the hell. Yeah, that's what I figured. Well, maybe not. Are those cars sitting on a siding? They are. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. So it looks like at least 2 industries. I don't know what the hell that is. Are we dealing with an industry here? What the hell is that? I see a big blotch there. Hold on. Ooh. I think we had a disaster. I think there's a yard there. Probably underneath. Let me see. Yeah. The forgotten yard. Buried. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Love the reflections off the water. That looks so cool. Okay, so Rock, Tennessee corrugated packaging. Okay. Finger Lakes Yard, which has all kinds of stuff in it, so it's got to be active to something, but I'm not sure what exactly. Um, like I said, I don't know how far I'm going to go tonight because this gets very boring. I'm sure it's boring for you guys watching. It's hell boring for me, but it's something you want to go through. You just want to. It'd be nice, honestly. It would be nice, and I know these guys spend a lot of time on the routes. I don't know much about them, but it's always nice to have as much information as you can about something. Because despite the fact that I'm not too far away, I'm still it's basically alien to me. I've never actually been down, with the exception of running a mainline train through there and just happening to see, oh, look at the pretty lake. I didn't pay attention to, it's like, okay, industries, a yard, I may see stuff like that. Like the St. Lawrence sub's got about 2,000 feet. I don't know how big their trains are. Is it enough to spawn a train? I don't know. I imagine they run bigger trains, but I don't know. 600. Jeez, I don't know what to do with this one. Let me just take a look at the industries then, or what they have. Whoops, wrong one. See what they have set up, and then we'll figure out. Whoa. I'm not even sure what is what there. Oh, okay, maybe that's it. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. There's all kinds of crap in here. I've kind of lost as to what's what now. Whoa. Things that make you go, whoa. So I'm not even sure if this is fully modeled. What's the map showing? It's showing a track that comes off of CP2, or it's out between the control point at 293, outside what's supposed to be a 5-track yard, which obviously there's more than that. So there's the control point. There's the switch that comes through. Into what I guess might be the yard lead, might not be. Things that make you go, okay. And eventually it joins back in down here. Ooh, look at that. I take it that's a piping, but yeah, it is an overhead piping. But it has nothing to do with that. Okay, whoa. Alright, so where can I plot myself to get a good look at what we see here? I gotta try there. Yeah, it's a bad spot to look. Now you're gonna tell me dilly squat. Really? They got signal lights for the railway crossings? Really? What the hell? Isn't that cute? Radio control locomotives. Well, that's cute. I've never seen a signal light used as a... I've seen yellow. I used to see yellow and red lights um, on an old section of track that they've since torn out in my area. I've never actually seen an actual signal light controlling the traffic over the line. And then there's another cool looking light here. Okay, there's the fence there. Okay, contractors. What the heck is that? Rock something or other. Engine lights. Damn. I saw something else there for a minute. Yeah, that's what I saw. Oh, okay, the lights go that way. So that's telling you. I guess it'll go yellow if the light's on, the signal light's on. That's kind of cool. All right. Yeah, we still got some views here. Sometimes you get the name of the company and all that other stuff. So Rock 10. What do they call this thing? Rock 10. Packaging. So I see boxcars. Hmm. So it basically comes down to, I'm not too sure. It okay, I want to get out of, oh shoot, I don't want to do that. So I see the yard there. I see one that goes, see, there's a lot of stuff that goes inside the building that you don't get to see, unfortunately. Lots of trucks and stuff. And see, I'm seeing a lot of regular hoppers, and I see boxcars. I don't know what to make of this industry. Like, I mean, I guess it comes out of the control point, but then I see something else there, so I'm not too sure what's what. NSY. There's an NSYW yard somewhere around here? Really? There is? Where's that? Did I miss something here? Okay. Like I said, did I miss something? Is that it? I'm not comfortable with what I want to do here just yet. Like this thing here, because it's like really odd. I don't know. I definitely see a lot of hoppers going in. I can see hoppers going in, and then probably boxcars coming out, but how the hell we're going to do that beats the hell out of me. I even see tank cars. Okay, that's cool. But I don't know what's what. I take it it's all part of this. Or is that... Wait a minute here. No, I don't know if that's all part of that or that's something totally different now. So now, see, I see boxcars there, but I did see a couple hoppers, so I don't know. I don't know what that is. That looks like something totally different that may or may not be included. Whoops. Alright. That's a tough one. Okay, so there's the Y. So I guess the yard is on the other side of the Y. Then there's just that one industry there that kind of... I don't know. Not sure. I'm not sure what to make of it, to be honest. I may pass and maybe go back to it. See if I can find out more info, or obviously there's more stuff in the area, and I don't even know if it's covered by that other railroad or what it's covered by, to be quite honest. So I'm kind of reluctant to even do anything with it. There's a little small yard by the Y, which I think we did see. Well, we see that, but I didn't see the yard. Is that something that is no longer existing, or... Or is that it? Oh, that's it right there. Ah! Isn't that cute? So let's play a little game here. Whoa. Ah, damn. Cute. Ugh. That's a nice looking industry, whatever that is. So let's play around. Yeah, it's been around for a long time. It's just not included. Whoop. Okay. Maybe that wasn't in then, but it definitely was in by the time 2003 came along. When you look at the yard, that yard doesn't look like it's seen anything since maybe the Conrail days. Whoa, there we go. 2002. So this is, I think this is an era thing going on. And if I was to push that even further, that looks like a fairly modern building. Yeah, see? Boom. So what was it then in these black and white photos? 1994. I believe that was the Conrail era. In 1994, you may have that many tracks, to be honest. And then I can't really pick out anything else. But I can pick out the yard, which has been long since gone. Since. I don't know what to do with that. Honestly, I just don't. So I'm just going to keep going. I know there's a code for it. There's probably a lot of traffic. There's actually a lot more. So in theory, this whole area could be used for something. Like, I don't even know what the hell that is. That's part of the Y, okay. Because there's a Y there, and then there's track that goes somewhere, and there, I guess that's part of the Y, and then I don't know. I guess it goes to something. 2,965 feet to the crossover. I don't know. That's an interesting decision there. St. Lawrence sub. Like I said before, I don't know what would go here. First ward. So we got Syracuse Glass, Bush Products, what Wolf Beer Supply thing. I see these other names like Midler Park and Carrier. Carrier? What? Oh, are those control points or something? Or I don't even know what the hell that means. Alright. Whoops, I don't want to do that yet. So, we've got one industry that we're pretty confident with. This one, I'm not too sure if we can even service it properly if we were to model it, or it's cool that there's yards included, but my critique of this, and I actually Ski, who knows the area a lot better than I do, is if this is going to be a serviceable industry or interchange, you need to have something longer so that you can spawn trains into. If that's, I don't know, 1190. To me, I'm looking at a lot of yard space for something, and a lot of cars that are in it. So this is an active yard, whereas that might be in the New York Southwest or whatever the heck that is. I'm not sure. So I don't know how to take advantage of that, and I'm really not too sure how to take advantage of that either. We can sorry, that's doesn't exist. That's they just probably added that in there. But this one, that's definitely in. So just gonna keep on going. Um, we'll get past the Syracuse Amtrak station. We'll take a look around there. And again, this is going to be a several night thing, but you get the picture. Am I going the right way? Do we go? Yeah, we curve along the. We do curve along there, don't we? Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right in the sim. Yeah. So we go underneath. We curve along the lake. What is in here, scenery-wise, if anything? Oh, I see. So there's well, there's something. I don't know. There's an old yard. There's the new yard, and there's a little bit. See, this is for me personally. This is where, if there's nothing there, just give it some more track. If indeed that's how the operation works, I don't know. Maybe it's just like a short little train, and I see a lot of storage potential there. I love those signals. Okay. Those signals are cool. They actually have those signals down there? Huh. Okay, so we got the St. Lawrence sub. Okay, so an old signal bridge or something. Maybe it used to be a Y. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a nice little use of something. That's kind of cool, actually. Looks very much like a highway too, the way it's set up too. Very nice. You know those green things. Those are your green flags, just turned on sideways. Kind of neat. Okay, so that's your Syracuse Amtrak. Um, don't know how active that if that station has a station stop for the passengers. Hopefully it does. I haven't tried it, to be honest. First ward, and then there's a big thing there. Okay, so that's the next thing. So we get past the lake and then go past another Y for the St. Oh no, we go past the St. Lawrence sub, and then we see what's going on past there. So, whoops. Maybe I'll just do that instead of trying to zoom in all the time. Looks like a power switch to me. Is it current? Yeah. I was hoping to catch a train along there. I'm trying to see where the signal is, though. If there is one. Oh. Cool looking train. Another cool looking train. Okay, so there's the Amtrak station. Oh boy. What's up with that? Oh man. Okay, so we're having a makeshift industry, I take it? I don't know. There's a baseball diamond. Okay, what's going on here? So I know a lot of people just like running trains by feet. Got all this track work? I'm just curious. There's just an industry. Did I go to the right place? It's right past the Amtrak station. Unless that's supposed to be it. That thing? I don't think so. This looks like a an industrial line into something that looks at one time was very huge or may still be. I see track going across it, but I doubt it's doing anything. It looks like it dies right there. So it used to exist. Traffic lights are probably linked into it, if they used to be or if they still are. That thing, I don't know what. Then you get lost into whatever everything's supposed to be. I'm not sure. Or is this a Conrail era thing here? Let's see. Well, that's interesting. Alright, so I take it we're making up another industry here. First ward. Or it's supposed to represent an industrial park? I don't know. 1605. I don't even know what First Ward is. back to First word cemetery. I see a lot about a cemetery. I'm passing on that. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. Oh, man. Okay. So the good thing is we're eliminating stuff that we're not going to bother doing. I just don't know what it's supposed to represent. What do we got here? We got the interstate underpass after the curve where it goes from 3 to 4 tracks outside of that first ward thingamajig. So we got one underpass, a bunch of switches, then it goes to 4 tracks. Get me out of that. Back to Google Earth. So as you can see, then this is something too. If you guys are still with me, it's been a couple hours now. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this tonight because I'm not making too much progress. I got one industry in so far. Should have started the other end. But all right, where are we here? So this is the way I do the research. If I don't know an area, I use Google Earth. I use Google, do some searches, look at the industry names they have, see if they exist, see if there's something else. Use EarthView. I'll use Train Dispatcher 3 data when I can, as far as trains, but that's the way I start building up things. Anybody can do it, and this is the kind of thing that I kind of mentioned in the California server as well, because I actually went through the California and did this. I did it from, I mean, I definitely did the Mojave side, and I don't know if I went so far. Yeah, I kind of did. I started going into the Victorville area as well. Once Cajon came out, Needles, I did that. That was pretty straightforward. Cajon, I didn't have the TD3 data, so I didn't do too much of that, whereas I went into the Needles sub and checked that out for sure. So this is something that a lot of people can do. And I'll show you in a little bit here. I'm not quite done yet here, so I'm just waiting to see. What the hell is that? Is that the line that goes? What the hell is that thing? Guess it's some kind of mall or something. Okay, so that's the sub. Yeah, okay, that's the St. Lawrence sub. So go by that first ward thingamajig. We get into the 4 tracks, as I was saying. Is that the underpass? Okay, that's underpass. Whoa, there's something right there. What's that? That was stupid of me. I wasn't into the most current. That was interesting, though. Sometimes you go back in time and then all of a sudden you see something that used to be there and then it's kind of vanished, huh? So, yeah, so there was an underpass. Is that it? Oh, I think it is. Underpass where there's a curve. Or is that it? Well, there is a control point. And then there's a curve, and then there's an underpass, and then there's something which really doesn't have an industry to it, which kind of makes sense because it looks like it's gone. Which they have as recycle 1145. Syracuse glass is supposed to be on the other side with track 3. I just want to make sure I'm in the right place. Looks like the curve's that way, but I don't know if the road's exact. Yeah, there's the one underpass right there. There's the control point. So we have one underpass. Oh boy. I smell an industry there. Or what used to be one. So I like the history tab because you're able to, yeah, see there's something there. And then that was it. Alright. So I saw something about a Syracuse glass or something. I don't know. Alright, what's that? Ooh. That's funky. That's cute. Not sure if that's used anymore or what that is. Yeah, those are horrible graphics for the era. Is that what that's supposed to be? No. Can't be. No, I got the second underpass. Then there is that. Then we go along a curve again, and then stuff starts happening So that kind of may or may not be there or is gone or something. There's a fourth track, and then there's a definite track that seems to stretch out into this area here. So it seems to be predominant, like maybe here. That could be. What do we got? Not like the looks of that. Never like to see that. And of course, Street View's not going to show you much. In this, well, it might there. Probably not. Street View doesn't have a good vantage point of that. But the question is that gone? See what I mean? Are they taking rail service anymore? I can't believe the horrible images, and it's not that far back, you know. See, that's in. That was definitely in that one picture. Well, it's definitely an active industry. The question is it a rail industry? And there's a lot of trees everywhere. Oh man, really can't tell. The only place I can see possibly going to is right here. Nope. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I can't even get Street View to work over here? Over here. Oh, I can. Alright. Let's see what we got. What does that say? I can't even read what the hell that says. Syracuse Glass. Well, that doesn't matter. It's something totally different anyways. But, unfortunately, I'm going to say it's not active. Because that's the spur. That's the end of the line. It can't be that active. Because you'd run a car up to here, you'd be lucky to get maybe 4 cars in there, and there's no sign of anything really. I mean, it certainly was active at one point. Hell, we're doing great. And I mean, the building looks great and all. So goes back into here, and then nice door and everything. And away you go, and boom. So the thing is, and this is my philosophy. I mean, I would love to have. First of all, if you have all the data and you have all the track and you have all the information that's dated and set to a certain time, you can really go ahead. You can proto-lens too. There's no reason why you can't proto-lens something. The problem is you want to get it realistic to, if you want to get realistic to what trains are actually running today, or at least from your data set, you need to have realistic trains. I can't see running an industry for that, so for that purpose I'm not going to bother. I'll skip that one. Well, we're going through this a lot quicker than I expected. Alright, so we got another industry coming up. This one looks... Wow, that... What the hell? Whee! Okay. That's cool. That was a bit of a line and... Okay. We're getting near cities or something. Something or other, a bunch of track that goes off, so it's going to be off to the north. Whereabouts am I in this here? How far have I gone? Wow, I've only gone 10 miles. Ugh. How far do I got to go? Oh, we're coming up to the yard and all that other stuff, and ugh. I guess that's, what is that going to be? That's going to be the Midler Park, past 287 there. Alright, well, we'll see. Because, yeah, we're at 287 right there. Back to Google Earth again. I think that's it. Alright. We got a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. What do we got? 2 box cars. That's a start. I see a 3rd box car on the next industry over, if that, unless that's the same one. That's where it goes branching off into something else, and there's probably a little bit more to it. No, maybe not. Old lines. Who knows what that is. Okay. Wow. So that's pretty extensive. So, is that another one right there sitting there? No, maybe not. I can't tell what that is, but I'll just go with, and you know, I see 3 boxcars. I could call 2, make it a day. You're gonna probably get some more anyways, so, but since there's some capacity here, there's potential for others. Maybe I will just go with a 3. I do want to go back in time a little bit, see what we got. I don't think we have anything there. So this is where sometimes more current information helps, because all of a sudden there's a new industry that comes out of it and they want to ship by rail. Because I don't see much of anything Like, even when you look back at these black and white photos, I don't see much of anything here. So, got lucky. Of course, you know, the other thing is you have an industry that looks kind of cool, and it once in a while it ships something, right? And then, of course, you don't get it into a Google view, so you get screwed. You get screwed out of that. Oh boy, got buildings everywhere. That thing's going to be in my way. I can see that thing being in my way too. Let's go over here. I know it's a ways away, but hello. Hey, where did that come in? I thought that was a road crossing. Oh, it's an underpass. Okay. Yeah, pardon me. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm over here, aren't I? Am I not? Or did I get lost? I think I got lost. I did get lost. Okay. Fine, let me just go... maybe. I wouldn't mind... forget it. Who cares? Well, let's just go here. For lease is not a good sign. Which could be in anything. And it could very well be this thing right here. That line is like... I don't know what to think of that. I mean, it's obviously distorted, but still. Okay. Let me go one more. Of course, there's always a tree in my way. Yikes. I don't know. That's supposed to be the industry that's got something? Or was it? I hate it when it starts changing directions on me. Well, I was back a little further. It wasn't that close. But definitely signs that that's pretty much done. Which is okay. I mean, we got tracks there. I doubt they're just being spotted. I have no idea. But I'm going to go with the box cars anyways. So... We've got Bush Products and Wolf Beer Supply Company. Oh yeah. Are we? Is that where we're at? Of course, there's always new updates. Is that what we're calling that thing? Yeah. Shoot. What is that? Okay, I saw the signal. It was right there. So it's supposed to be 2 sidings that come out of it. How the hell did that happen? Or are we just making stuff up again? Or is this... I don't know. This is turning into one of those things that make you go Okay, so there's an underpass. Do we have that? Okay. Do we have the underpass? I think we did have the underpass. I thought I saw it back here. Yeah. So where does these 2 industries come out? I see that. And then I see it go around in a circle. I'm just trying to figure out what that's supposed to be. If it's supposed to be anything or what. Oh my god. I guess it was just put there. Makes it difficult to research, I'll tell you that much. It's like, I mean, I see a track going this way. I don't see anything going that way unless this is, again, maybe there's a Conrail error thing that I'm missing. There's something else, or... Oh my god. What am I missing? Okay, let's go back to errors here. I see this building right here. I'm going back to black and white photos of the area. There's nothing there. Except boxcars, which I'm not even sure what they are, so forget it. I'm just gonna deal with what I know and then we'll feel it, or what I think I know. How about that one? Okay, well wait a minute. Now so there's 2 there, the underpass, and then there's something else. There's 2 there, with no industries really to go with it. And back to Google Earth again. So where I've seen cars, there's nothing, and where there is no cars, there's stuff there, but it just doesn't make any sense. Okay, what's this one? That's got something. I'll have to take a look at probably Earth View. So that one, okay, well wait a minute, hold on a second here. Did I just miss up on something here? What is that? Is that, okay. Hang on a second here. Am I screwing something up here? I see that one. I thought I saw the underpass on that one. It's as if there's something else going on here, or either that or was repeated twice, and because there's the underpass. There's the road where there's crossing of two. So the only thing I saw was that it was curving off like that into the distance again. So I wondered that maybe there was something going on there. Of course, it's very difficult to see. Whoa, I see something else in here too that's got... It's probably not going to be... maybe. No, I didn't think so. This is definitely a full train. What's... Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's cute. I see a gondola. Alright, hold on a second here. Let me go back up to this. I want to go back to that one industry there and see. Ah, okay. That might help. Might. Gonna be very difficult to see anything. Lots of trees everywhere. Alright, so now what I'll do... Uh-oh. Did I get lost in Syracuse? I think I did. Oh, we're way the hell back there again. Okay. that one. I want this one. See, there's definitely something there. Looks like a center beam. (2011). The odd center beam is there. What it is, I have no idea. That place isn't going to really show. Ooh, maybe it will. Once it had the roof. Ooh. Hello, whatever that thing is beside it. Okay. What was that? Okay, so not making much progress, as like I said. So unfortunately, that's just the way things work sometimes, and it's getting tiring. 8:35. So, and I announce this everywhere too. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get all kinds of industries, and I'm gonna just keep going. I'm like, I ain't finding anything. And where I find track, there's nothing there. There's no track, or when I find cars, there's no track there. But oh well. So, there's nothing on the map there. We have these, and I bet you if you did a Google, what is it? Bush Products. Are we even in Syracuse right now? Oh, there is a Bush Products. A countertop store? What's the other thing that was listed there in the map? Wolf Beer Supply? Best Tile. Oh, for crying out loud. What the hell? I had it for a minute there, and then I don't think it's Wuth Beer. Yeah, it's right across. Okay. Worth Bayer Supply Company, right across from Bush Products. Woodworking supply store. Oh, that's the one that's for sale. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's done. Woodworking supply store. So that may have had something when we were looking back at it. Um, hmm. Back where we saw something going the other way, not that direction, I think it was. Which is kind of weird. Like we saw some. Didn't we see some boxcars or something there? Let me go back to that for a minute. And just take a look. Okay. So there's some trucks in there. There's a boxcar. I mean, maybe I'll just make one industry out of one of the, even though the siding's kind of backwards. What was the name of the other thing that was near there? Personally, I think it's just the one. I don't think it's Bush Products. A countertop store. So you got woodworking supply store. So I'm taking it that it would probably bring boxcars in. So let's just go with it. Why not? We'll keep it simple. We'll only put one boxcar in each. This one I don't even know what to do with that, even though there was something there like a center beam. So I forget how to, with BEAR. I'll figure that out in a minute. So let's go ahead, and we don't have anything for there, so I won't even bother. So for each of these, this is Worth BAER Supply Company. Oh. I forget what I was putting to this. WBS, boxcar, we'll keep it at 1. I don't know. Produces empties. Again, I'm going to go with Chicago. Thinking it's coming out across from the Pacific Northwest, even though it's boxcar, it's some type of lumber maybe. So we'll edit the tracks. Okay, so we'll add that industry. Save that. Countertop store, Bush Products. Again, I'm thinking the same thing. Probably be in line for that. Oops. It's kind of backwards too, I just noticed. Hold on a second. Jesus, Murphy. Ay. So I guess it's backwards for whatever reason. Am I getting it right now? BSH, Bush Products. Well, the whole thing is H. Add boxcar, Chicago again. Emptying. Alright, I gotta check that because I'm confused now. Bush product transport. Bush is the first, or did I get it wrong? It's the first. No, that's what? What the hell? Now I'm getting confused. Bush is closest to the tracks, right? Yeah, this is why I'm getting confused. Alright. Hang on. Yeah, that's right. See if I got that right this time. No. Bush is supposed to be closest to the tracks, but they got it as what? Okay. Let's go with what the map says, because I give up. We'll edit the tracks. We'll take that out there. We'll put that one in there. Edit these tracks. We'll take that out. Put it there. Okay, everybody happy? Yes. Very nice. Alright. Okay, we've already been there. I don't want to be there again. Funky bridge. Crossovers and something. So, not too far past the funky bridge. And back to Google Earth again. Well, it's nice to get something in there at least. Again, there could be more stuff. We're just not seeing it. That happens. Just the tracks are a little ass backwards there for some reason. It happens. We've already been there. Okay, there's the crisscross thingamajig. Alright, it's going to be somewhere around here, I think. That might... Oh, that's it right... Whoa! Dang it! Man! Why do we get... When we get an active industry, it just isn't there? Well, we got all these old industries that... Or maybe this is part of something else. Perhaps why. I don't know. It's connected. At least I thought it was. Yeah, it's connecting right there. I see tank car. I see acid cars. I see tank cars. Right around a curve. That's frustrating. Oh, I'm already in there. Let me just take a look in the sim for a minute. So, okay, oh wait a minute, it's there. My bad. There we go. My bad, it was there. I just don't know what the heck that thing is. at the bridge just before it. If anything. I see. There's like an old industry or something in there. I see it there. I see I see a lot of tracks actually. And a crane or something. Okay, what does this take us back to? Oh, it used to be a building. Was a building? Is a building? Might be a building. Ah, there's some track in the day. Okay. We won't bother with that then. What we will do is transflow. Very nice. So that's just kind of the track ends there type thingamajig. Okay. Well, transflow is cool. I'm going to assume... Oh man, we got an intermodal facility. We got all kinds of crap going on up here. And an 84 lumber not too far away. So transflow's got all kinds of tracks. So I'm gonna go with three hoppers, three tanks, and 3 acids so far. That's a line that goes something else, that does something else, so that's alright. But we got something. Just want to make sure that's what we're dealing with. I think it is. And then it goes into the yard, I guess, or something. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, it looks like the tracks start spreading out right around that area, so I'm just going to zoom in out just to see what's going on. Yeah. Definitely appears to be a yard intermodal or something. I don't know how much intermodal. Might not be much at all. I see, well, no, there's stuff there. A lot of storage. There we go. Okay. So I'll go with this. Man, that's cool. Well, that makes me wonder now. Hold on. No, okay. When I see something like that, I automatically think that there may be a connection with it. But that if I was... I don't know. Pollution control? I don't know what the hell that is. I thought it was for this. But I don't think so. I don't know. It looks like stuff's coming into tankers. So it's just a supply. So you got your acid, your tank, your hoppers. Pretty much it. So let me minimize this here. So that's kind of cool. Oh boy. Of course, there's a lot more tracks than... Well, then again, that's what it kind of looks like. It's just... I don't know if the buildings, but it just shows that there's an industry there, so that's fine. FLO transflow. Alright. Fair enough. Yeah. So again, we're going to be emptying. We're emptying tanks, acid, hoppers. Now, I gotta think about tanks, well, hoppers, sorry. So, with the acid, I would go with Chicago. I can't think of any... This is where I have a hard time visioning flows and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'll go with, I'm gonna go with 3 of each and see what happens there. Definitely doing the Chicago stuff. There's gonna be a lot coming in from that direction. I can't see it coming in from New York City, so this is why. And it's not so much Chicago trains. I'll have to think about that. But Toledo, Cleveland. I don't know about that one, but I'm thinking more along the lines of some type of chemical processed. I don't know about Columbus. See, I know of some of the areas. It's one of the really good ones to get into is actually freight yard manager, because then they get into some of the industries and some of the specifics. I actually belonged to that group or was into it at one time, but they really get into the details of where some of these industries are and what comes in and out of them, and different things. The other one is the shoot, it's for a model railroad thing, but there's a list. I belong to it actually. I just haven't used it in so long, but it can actually give you ideas. So at least we're getting better into this. So oh yeah, edit the tracks. So for sure here, I don't know if I want to go right up to the buildings, I guess. Why not? Then we add that industry. That saves it. Okay. So it's 9:05. I've been at this for 3 hours now. I'm getting a little tired of it. We're right at the yard now. So when we're looking at the entire Mohawk sub, let me just take a look, and I'll get out of that for a second and I'll show you what I mean. When you're looking at the entire Mohawk sub, you're looking, see where we're at here. Obviously we got the yard, which, you know, we're gonna have the intermodal facility. We managed to get transflow, so we've gone to from the western end up to the yard. I mean, there's one team track, M, A, and N run around. There's a bunch of industries up by Rome, so that's still to come. Utica. So there's still a lot more just to get through to the Mohawk sub, of course. Yeah, now we're, you know, Little Falls has a tiny bit. So I mean, there's a lot more to come, but at least that's a good start. It's not much as far as mileage goes, but you know, it is what it is. So 286 took us there, so whoops. So yeah, it is only approximately 12 miles, 298, auto 298, and then up to, okay, 13 miles or so. But that'll take us all the way through this yard here, and then we're, you know, we're looking at 270 too. So that's a good 25 miles at least of zone. Well, we'd still have to, oh, there's 84 lumber in there too, so I'll have to deal with that on track H. So what I haven't gone so far, but what I would do in this case, and this is just, you know, up to where I'm going. You go on to the forum here, Okay. I'm not too sure what that is. Custom models. I'll have to see what that's all about. So anyways. So if you do a search up to here, and you do Selkirk, we've got Selkirk research. Oh, that's interesting. So there's a lot of data that's already in here, which is under Google Sheets. Let me see what that's about. I believe Smiley might have done a lot here, so I might be reinventing the wheel. Oh, okay. So there you go. So there's a lot of the trains. So that's really good. Wow. Man, he's got a lot of stuff. So, like I said, there's a lot of reinventing the wheel here, but at least, you know, going through the practice from our end, city destination tags. Wow, he's got. Last that was made May 28th, 2016 by Troy Chase. That's interesting. Huh. Well, that is really cool. So, what I'll do, that is some awesome data. This is the kind of research that anybody can do and add to it. I don't know when that was added. Maybe I missed it or something, but let me just go back out to this. So there's a file here that says Selkirk Research, RTS. I don't know what that is. Syracuse. Now see, I commented back on 2015. Holy crap. See, my memory's totally forgotten about this. I totally I totally forgot about that was even in there. And all it takes was a search. So you do a Selkirk like this. Okay, whoops. Let me try that again. I'll see what Selkirk Terminal Operations has. See, Mikey was in there. He posted a comment, and I said, "Yeah, he can. He might be watching this. He can go in, and he should be able to click edit and be able to do that, which he may have done. Operational information from the creators. Oh, okay. Well, maybe he put that in there. So that's cool. So that's Selkirk terminal operations. Now, when we go back, I'm going to take a look at one more Selkirk. That's the Selkirk registry. So now what I'll do is I'll take a look at Mohawk and see if there is anything. Nothing's coming up. So what I will do is I will go into the Selkirk research. And I'm going to edit this. Now I can't change the name of that apparently, so that's okay. I don't want to change that. I don't want to change that. I'll put a header in here. So there's a lot of different things you can do. Right there I can put like that. And then all I do is I change this to a heading. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to put it right here, like that. Now I go heading. So Mohawk sub research, and all I do is I can basically put February 2017. Now February 1st, 2017. Began research and adding of industries from the West End up to the main yard in Syracuse. Forgot all the research that was in here in the past. We'll bump this up and see if Smiley and others are still around to add more. Smiley face. Save the page. So added research info. Now anybody can do this. Add a research info from Mohawk. I don't even know if you need to be a Wikia member or not. You should be able to do that. If you're not, let me know. You might have to become a member of Wikia. Has nothing to do with RTS or anything like that. But then see there, now that heading is in there. So now I go into the forums. I go back into the discussions. And then I see wherever the hell I put my announcement. Here we go. So now all you do is you do a link, you put Selkirk. Now it doesn't find it right away, so you got to spell it right. If you're not too sure what it is, then you just get out of there. You're in the middle of a post, right? So you take a look at the search. There it is, Selkirk research and Selkirk terminal operations. Selkirk Research. Just checking the status. Page exists. Boom. Then you click another link. This is why I went to the Wikia. Selkirk Terminal Operations. Just checking the status. Page exists. Boom. So now all I'd have to do is say past the tank farm. So that's all there is to it. So there's a lot of research that's already been done. There's a lot of information from the developers that has been posted, which is great. I may have missed it. I may have forgotten about it. So it's good to see that that was in there. But what that does, that immediately, anytime you contribute and add a new document in here or add to a document that's already in, you can search for something, you can add to it. You can add whatever you want. What that does is now there's these links will take you right to it. Instead of doing the search, we're all of a sudden discussing it, and we see Mohawk Sub Research is in here now. I don't think that'll show up on a search. I don't think. It might. No. Because the main article is Selkirk Research. Assuming that, you know, everything's there. But everything's there. So then you go into terminal operations. And then there's the yards. Oh, that's cool. So see, I don't remember looking at, and it's probably because I wasn't too involved. This is very good information. So, and it's perfect. This is the kind of information we're looking for. So, unfortunately, honestly, I probably wasn't paying as much attention as I should have been. I certainly commented on this. But then again, maybe I commented in 2015, and then more information was added at a later date. I don't know if there's a save on that. It doesn't matter. So Mikey's got a lot of info. He's got some of this already. See, this is very cool information. But what I'll do is I'm going to end this here tonight for now. of course, here's the site, railroad transportation simulator.wikia.com. If you're ever looking for information, you just basically comes here. It'll have a screenshot of still version 1 stuff. Shows you the different server. We do not have a Selkirk server up as far as I'm aware. There was one in version 1. I don't know about the rest. A lot of this is outdated, but then again, we're trying our best to keep up as much as we can, so we'll see how things go. But I'll leave it at that for now. I think I've done enough for tonight. I'll try to take it easy for a little bit. So, but there's definitely a lot to explore on this route. And once the industries are in, then there's a matter of going back, start spawning some trains. There's a lot that can be done, but at least now we're getting the industries into version 2. Once we get all that information in, whether it be car types, possibly where they're going or what they may be part of, then then from there it starts to add to the database. And that's the thing, once you add to the database, then it's just a matter of time. And I think you can copy and import somebody else's database into somebody else's and all that other stuff. So I think it can be done more than one person, so I'm not sure. But it's an undertaking, but we'll see what goes on. And we'll take it from there. If you have other information to add, anybody else that wants to add or update information, by all means do so. All the information we will use, and certainly appreciate it. But for now, I think that's it. I'm just going to get out of the sim. I've already saved. Whoops! I've already saved everything else. But that's pretty much in a nutshell how you start things off. From there, it's just the next little while I'm just going to be going through and adding industries, kind of boring stuff. I apologize that it might have been a little boring tonight. But that's basically what you do. You go in. Probably the best thing to do is do a search on your own Wikia site that you totally forgot about. We could have started from there and expanded from there. Who knows? But that's okay. Anyways, if information is useful or good, you want to talk more about it, let me know. I didn't get into some of the other issues that I wanted to cover, but that's okay. We'll do that some other time. So, anyways, that's all for tonight. So have a good one. Talk to you later.